Welcome to Engineering Funda family. This video is a part of Network Theory lecture series, and in this video I'll be going to explain you what is resonance in series RLC circuits. Now when we talk about resonance, then you must understand one thing. When we talk about AC circuits, in that resonance means voltage and current that should have same phase. And what will happen is, when voltage and current both are there in same phase, there will be zero reactive power that will happen in the circuit. So resonance explains you what? It explains you we should have circuit in which we should have voltage and current that should be there in same phase, and as if it is there in same phase, there will be zero reactive power that will happen in the circuit. So this is the basic thing which we need to keep in our mind. Now my dear students, what I'll do is, I'll explain you how to identify resonance frequency for series RLC circuit, and there are few essential points that I'll be going to explain you regarding series RLC circuits. So here, as I have told you, for resonance we should have voltage and current in same phase, and in that case reactive power will be 0. So here we have RLC series circuit with which we are applying voltage V with V phasor and current I with I phasor. So if you want to identify the relation of V phasor and I phasor, you should identify equivalent impedance over here. So here equivalent impedance, that will be series combination of impedance of R, L and C. So R is having impedance R, then L is having impedance XL, then capacitance C is having impedance XC. Now my dear students, here R is real component only, but with inductor impedance will be J omega L, and with capacitor impedance will be plus 1 by J omega C. Now here let us take real and imaginary part separately. So here we have real part, that is R, and if you take plus J over here common from both of these terms, then here will be having omega L, and in numerator J will be minus. So here minus 1 by omega C. So that is what impedance which we have with this series RLC circuit. Now my dear students, if you observe here this real component, so that is frequency independent, and if you observe this imaginary component, that is frequency dependent. So here this real component will not change even if you change frequency of this AC supply, but as if you change frequency, then here you will be observing this imaginary component that will vary. So my dear students, what is that which we are dealing with to observe here? Here we will be changing frequency, and by changing frequency we will analyze how voltage and current phase are happening with each other. And as if voltage and current both are having same phase, then you can say there is a resonance. Now here real component, that is frequency independent, and imaginary component, that is frequency dependent. So as frequency dependency is there with imaginary component, all you can do is, by changing frequency you can make imaginary component of impedance that will be 0. And as if you provide that, in that case what will happen? There will be only real component, that is R. So in that case you can say voltage and current that will get in same phase. So here my dear students, if you observe this frequency dependent component, that we are dealing with to make 0 by changing frequency omega. So as imaginary component is 0, at resonant frequency you will be having omega L minus 1 by omega C, that will be 0, and here you can simplify this. So you can have omega L is equals to 1 by omega C. So based on that you can say omega square, that is 1 by LC. So I can say resonant frequency omega, that will be 1 by square root of LC, and here you see it is making this imaginary component 0. So if you change omega in such a way, that its value is 1 by square root of LC. In that case, imaginary component will be 0, and as if imaginary component is 0, your impedance will be only resistive impedance. And for resistive impedance, you should know voltage and current that will remain in same phase. And as if it is remaining in same phase, reactive power will be 0. And as if reactive power is 0, only power will get dissipated across this resistor R, and in that situation you will be having only real power in the network. Now, my dear students, here there are few essential key things that you should know, like this resonant frequency unit is radian per second. Sometimes it may be given to you in terms of frequency, then that will be 1 by 2 pi square root of LC, and that is there in terms of hertz. So you should see what is the unit which is given to you. Based on that you should calculate resonance. Now, my dear students, here when resonance is happening, at that time let us try to understand how much current is happening. So you see, as impedance is getting minimum, technically if you observe this Z equivalent, that is R plus J into omega L minus 1 by omega C. But at resonance, this component is 0, so impedance will be minimum impedance. So as if impedance is minimum, what will happen? Current will get maximum. So as Z equivalent, that is R only, our impedance will be minimum. So we will be having Z equivalent, that is R, as well as if you want to find what is the value of current, then that is V by Z. Here Z is R, so I can say value of current that will be maximum, and that will be V by R. So at resonance, maximum current will be V by R, that you should know. And you should know what will be power factor here, my dear students. So power factor, that is cos phi, and power factor, that is R by Z, and here impedance is R only. So I can say R by R, that is equals to 1. What it means? Phase is 0. What it means? Phase in between voltage and current, that is 0. So as phase in between voltage and current, that is 0, then you see what will happen here. If I say this is my voltage phasor, and here I am drawing my current phasor, so both are overlapping over each other. And as both are overlapping over each other, you can say there will be maximum current which will flow, as well as there will be resonance in which you will be having minimum impedance, that is Z equivalent is equals to R. So my dear students, how many points that you should take care of here when you talk about resonance for series? This is a case of series. Common point is, at resonance, phase of voltage and current will be same. So in case of series connection, you will be having impedance calculation, and for that you will be observing imaginary component should be 0. In that case, you can have voltage and current will be there in same phase. At that time, frequency will be 1 by square root of LC. In terms of hertz, it will be 1 by 2 pi square root of LC, right? And here power factor will be 1 at resonance, and you will be observing with power factor is equals to 1, there will be maximum current that will flow in series circuit. But when you talk about parallel connection, and as if you want to identify resonance, so for that, to have voltage and current in phase, you will have to identify admittance. Remember this. And when you calculate admittance, at that time imaginary component will be frequency dependent, and that imaginary component should be 0. That will gives you resonance frequency that will be same as this which I have calculated over here. So I will be not going to solve parallel connection resonance frequency as I have explained it over here. Only one thing that you should keep in your mind, see, you will have to identify same phase of voltage and current. For parallel connection, equivalent admittance that we need to find. In that, imaginary component will be frequency dependent, and that should be equals to 0, which will gives you omega is equals to 1 by square root of LC. So that is what the case which you need to understand. Now in next video I'll explain you how bandwidth is there with series RLC circuit. That is very essential thing that you should know. So in next video you will be going to learn that. If any query is there, just post that in comment box so that I can make sure in future videos I can cover all those queries. Thank you so much for watching this video.